And then she's going to tell us what the coffee's like here because I've already reviewed it. But
I'm
she's
a bit of a coffee snob, so.
Yeah, she's probably more qualified to do that review than I am anyway, so. Hey y'all, Editing Travis here. So I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a heads up about how this video is kind of labeled and whatever. It's labeled as 6, even though this is the start of a new cruise. I'm connecting this with my last Divina cruise as one kind of long series because my sister Maggie, who was on this cruise with me, was supposed to originally be on that first cruise. And so there's kind of a connection between that one and this one. If you haven't seen that one yet, you can go watch it at any point, but you don't really have to watch it in order to get started with this one. So this will all go in the same playlist with the other one and all that stuff, and it'll work kind of in sequence, but also kind of separate. I know that might seem a little bit weird, but rather than having 2 small Divina series, I decided to make it all just one. And yeah, so we'll talk soon. So I was already in Austin visiting my sister Heather, and since she wasn't going on this cruise, she graciously dropped me off at the airport. Meanwhile, my sister Maggie, who was going on this cruise with me, was in the sky on her way over from El Paso, and we worked it so that her layover flight would be in Austin. And when I made it past the security checkpoint, she had already landed and was waiting for me in the food court area. We had some time to kill, so we decided to grab some lunch, and I got a beer, and then before we knew it, it was time to board our flight. As usual, we flew Southwest, and it was nice having a direct flight to Orlando, since coming from El Paso, that's almost impossible, at least on Southwest. And so upon arrival, we went down to the baggage claim, and luckily there weren't any issues with our bags because that seems to be happening to people these days. And before long we were waiting for our Uber, and the driver dropped us off at our hotel, and even though it was pretty late, we still had one more thing we had to take care of, and that was that we had to take a COVID test. We obviously could have done it before we left for Orlando, but since my sister had never done the eMed test before, I wanted to be there to help walk her through the process. And we were both COVID negative, but also quite tired, so it was time for us to bed down for the night. Hi friends, so we're here at the La Quinta in Orlando. This is where I stayed last time I sailed the MSC Divina. I probably already said a whole spiel about this, but that's okay. But this is the first, I think, face-to-face we're having. So, yeah, this is my sister Maggie.
Hi.
I think you've probably seen her and stuff in the past, but this one, she's like, you know, the full co-star and all that. So, yeah, we're going to go down and get some breakfast and see. If I remember right, they had pretty good breakfast last time. You know, just this kind of standard stuff, but, you know, decent. And then she's going to tell us what the coffee's like here because I've already reviewed it. But
I'm
she's
a bit of a coffee snob, so.
Yeah, she's probably more qualified to do that review than I am anyway. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully she doesn't like completely you know, dismiss my score I gave it. But I'll also chime in and let you know if it's different from last time as well. So then I can be like, she's giving it a different score because it's different coffee, maybe. But we'll see. But that's it. We're going to go down and figure all that out, and then we're going to come up and pack up, and then we're going to put luggage tags on and all that stuff and go from there, and then catch the shuttle, and it's going to be so fun. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll talk soon. We hadn't eaten anything since the airport the day before, so we were definitely hungry at this point. So we made our way down to breakfast, and the dining area was absolutely packed, but luckily we were able to find a table, and after making a mess that I awkwardly had to clean up, I grabbed some orange juice and a small cup of coffee and sat down and ate my food. And after making a waffle that we decided to split, Maggie brought her food over and joined me at the table as well. Alright, so we're back. Breakfast was pretty good. Not the best, but not the worst. You made a sandwich with your stuff. Which
I did.
That's kind of a life hack, I feel like, a little bit.
We always have bagels, so.
Yeah, so she did a bagel and a sausage patty with some eggs and hot sauce and seasonings and whatever, like made a whole full-on thing of it. But she's here for coffee. That's what this is all about. So I will turn the attention over to her.
So I did try the coffee just black while we were downstairs, and the coffee itself is a little on the bitter side. It could just be that it's been sitting there for a while, so it does have like a burnt taste on the back end. But when you add any type of creamer, I used hazelnut today, it does take that acidity away. So and then it becomes a pretty decent cup of coffee. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5, 4. Only just because the coffee itself, if you're a black coffee drinker, it is a little on the bitter side. But again, we came towards the end of breakfast, so it may be different when it's a fresh pot. So that's my take on La Quinta's coffee.
About 30 minutes before the shuttle was set to arrive, we went down to the lobby because I've had the GoPort shuttle show up early before and we still needed to attach our luggage tags and everything and whatever. There were several people already waiting and I still only saw Royal Caribbean luggage tags, but there did end up being about 10 of us going to the MSC Divina. GoPort Canaveral is really efficient in how they do things, but one thing that they did that was different this time than the last time I used them is they actually issued us colored tags for the organization of the luggage under the bus. I suspect that they had probably mixed up some bags in the past, and I'm sure that caused some issues, so this was their solution to that. The ride from the Orlando airport area to Port Canaveral is about 45 minutes, and it's always cool when you see like the cruise ships coming into view, and then next thing you know, you're driving down next to them. We dropped off the Disney people first, and then it was us with the Divina, and then there were 2 Royal ships in port that day, I believe, and we waved to Divina's big square booty on the way by, and then we were stopped in front of the ship and getting ready to get off. We tipped our shuttle driver and the porter that took our bags, and then we made our way into the terminal. You're not supposed to record inside, so I got a little bit of footage of the outside and then kind of like us going on to the gangway and stuff like I usually do. The embarkation process was pretty pain-free. I think both Orlando and Miami do a good job of processing large amounts of people because obviously those have been, you know, cruise ports for years and years and years now. My sister Maggie is expecting, but there was nowhere in our paperwork to declare that she was pregnant, but we just made sure we had the required documents for that, which they never asked for, so we kept them with the rest of our documents just in case they were needed at some point. But yeah, so we made our way up the gangway and into the grand lobby of the MSC Divina, and that is just such a glamorous, beautiful atrium. And we looked around and explored a little bit, but one thing you need to do almost right away on an MSC cruise is connect your credit card to your cruise card or set up your cash account. They have these activation stations that you can go to all around the lobby, or you can go to guest services to set all that up. It only takes a few minutes and then your cruise card is good to go for you to make onboard purchases and all that stuff. All right, we're here. That's our room. Megan's gonna do the honors of opening the door for us. Looks like it turned green. We're allowed access, so here we go.
Somewhere there's a light. I don't know which.
Gonna put the card in the slot. Here it is, our little tiny room. Yeah. Isn't it cute? We're gonna have to have them split, configure the bed, but that's okay. We'll leave a note for the room steward. And yeah. Nice. So that's it for now. Hi, we'll talk soon. Hi friends, so we just finished our drinks. I had a strawberry daiquiri. She had a virgin, what was it? Something on the beach?
Cuddle on the beach.
A cuddle on the beach. The virgin variant of Sex on the Beach. I may have already said this already, but she's expecting. So there's 3 of us on this cruise. Yeah, so we booked this before she was pregnant, so, you know, gotta do what we gotta do. But anyway, that's where we're at. We have the muster drill in about an hour, and then sail away about an hour after that. And then it'll be evening festivities, so... But we'll take you with us. We'll see what we see and do what we do. I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.